Hello and welcome to this 10,000 mile update for BZ4X. So this car recently crossed 10,000 miles. So I like to give you three very quick updates. Number one, there was a recent software update, and this is a very minor thing. What is visible on the dashboard, apart from maybe some other updates in the software, is that now along with how much miles left on the battery, it also gives us a percentage. And apart from percentage, I think the icon also has changed to battery compared to what we had last time. That's something we find more user-friendly. Having a percentage definitely is a plus point. Second update is that we did have a long trip. So there was one trip which was overnight, total about 600 miles. And another trip was back and forth same day, about 500 mile plus. So my experience regarding charging the vehicle, for regular charging I use EVgo, but on the trip I did enter address for EVgo because EVgo is free for 1 year, and unfortunately there was no signal or no notification that the address which I put, those stations were not functional. And we arrived there and I had about 15 miles left, and we find that actually it's not functional, and definitely that was a big problem. And then I could locate a nearby Electrify America charging station. They had many charging stations, but all of them were busy at that time, and we waited, and luckily one of them became available and we were able to charge. So for long trips, unless you are charging overnight, EVgo may not be dependable. So something like Electrify America is much better way to do it. In fact, one of the trips, there was Electrify America at 83 miles and the charge left was about 93. The difference is just 10 miles. It was risky, but one thing I noticed was when we drive between 55 and 60 miles, so whatever it indicates on the dashboard and what you actually get, those are actually very close. So I was able to get to 83 miles and still have like 3-4 miles left on the charge. So that was really close. But for that, I had to drive between 55 and 60. So that's a sort of like sweet spot to get the best mileage out of the battery. I knew that if I'm driving 75-80 miles, then that would have been difficult, because difference between what it shows you can get and what you actually get, so it becomes really difficult if you're driving at 75, 80 or 80 plus miles. So there you lose miles very quickly, and even the margin of 10 miles would not have helped. So that was another thing that I noticed, that if you drive between 55 and 60, the difference between actual and what you actually get will be good. Now the third update is something that probably I was not aware of. So for locating charging stations, I was using EVgo app, or directly I was putting charging stations in Apple Map and then trying to reach that place. But on the phone itself, we have this Toyota app. Although I was using Toyota app occasionally for a few things, like I get a notification that the doors are unlocked, and especially I know that the car also has my wallet and things like that. On the lock button, if I press for a few seconds, the car can be locked remotely. So those are few features I was using, but I was not aware that you can also use this for other things like find charging station, for example. If I go there, it gives me a map, and it also shows, like, for example, this charge point. So it has level 2 charger, and 2 out of 2 are available right now. Similarly, you can see EV network, it says out of network. So that information is critical. so I was not aware of that. So for example, if I click on these directions, so immediately it gets detected on the CarPlay, and then I can go there and get the car charged. Or if I touch the first icon, the car icon, it immediately uses the Toyota's map app, and then I can drive to that location. So these are some of the features actually I was not aware of, but these are very handy because it shows what is the level of charging, how many charging stations it has, and whether it is available or not. So that's very useful on long trips. Now similarly, you have all the details like history, and so if you use eco charging, for example, it will do off-peak vehicle charging, which is between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. And when you do off-peak vehicle charging, we also get like better results. The charging is slightly faster. I have tried that. When I charge around like 6 a.m., I get much faster speeds than when I charge at later times. So these are some of the things already available in the app, and I was not aware of that. So these were like 3 updates I thought I can share after 10,000 miles. Thanks for watching. See you soon.